Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Kinda Funny Games. I'm Colin. This is Tim. And Tim, we're here to show the people another game they've been requesting, Mega Man X. Now, we played Mega Man 2 all the way through. I don't know if we're going to do that with X, but
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But I wanted to, show everyone Mega Man X. Of course, this is a really popular and famous game, and a lot of people's introduction to the Mega Man series actually happened with X and not the classic series. So we're going to play a little bit of it and then go from here. So did you play this game when you were a young man?
So I did not. Mega Man X is probably the biggest gaping hole in my Super Nintendo, conundrum of games.
Right.
That makes sense, right?
That makes sense. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. So I never actually beat this game. I've played it a million times. This level, I know like the back of my hand. I played this, but Mega Man, as we've discovered in the Teaching Tuesdays of Mega Man 2, is one of those games that I never understood how you knew which pattern to play and which boss to play first and all that stuff. So I was always just like looking at their names, which once we get past this like trial stage or whatever, the opening.
Yeah, this is the first Mega Man game that had an intro sequence like this before you.
And it's really cool. And like, first off, the defining factor of Mega Man X is how cool it is. Everything about this game is cool.
X is very cool.
He's just a cooler Mega Man. Like, we have this bridge, this badass fucking more like heavy metal soundtrack going on. Like, the whole aesthetic of it is beautiful.
And you can do the wall jump.
The wall jump, the charge shot. It's pretty much just like, hey, you thought Mega Man was cool? Guess what? Now he has an X after his name. So, even fucking cooler.
So Mega Man, the original Mega Man, took place in 20XX.
Yeah, we all know how I feel about Bumblebees.
No, you don't like Bumblebee, so we're going to take care of him real quick. Mega Man X takes place 100 years after the events of the classic series. And X is a robot that was created by Dr. Light before he died. And Dr. Light, fearing, I guess, that the robot was too powerful or people would do bad things to him, like, say, Dr. Wily, hid him away in a bunch of different capsules, pieces and parts of him. And X itself is just a robot, but there's all these upgrades that you find in the game, as people that know. And so an archaeologist named Dr. Kane finds the capsules, and X is revived. And of course, the story's a little deeper than that. Instead of robot masters, you're fighting bad guys called Mavericks. They're led by a robot called Sigma.
Shit gets fucking real in this game.
So instead of man enemies, you're dealing with
animals.
Yeah, animals. That's exactly right. So Chill Penguin is the first enemy we're going to go to after this, and
which is exciting.
Boomer Quanger's one of them. Storm Eagle.
Storm Eagle. So here's the thing. Going back to it, cool. How cool is this game? We got Chill Penguin. We got Storm Eagle. What was the last one you just said? Barracuda?
Boomer Quanger. Barry Barracuda's not. Might have been on the chopping block.
Like Boomer.
Armor Armadillo.
Fucking Armor Armadillo. Deal with that for a second. But Boomer Karango?
Kawanger. K-U.
What the fuck's a Kawanger?
I have no idea what it is.
All right. I feel like they could have went with Barry the Barracuda before that, and it would have been okay.
It would have made a little more sense, maybe.
Who else is there?
Spark Mandrill is one of them.
Mandrill?
Yeah,
We'll
get to these are real animals, but they're obscure animals.
Is there an aardvark?
I don't think there is an aardvark in X. This is Vile. So we're introduced to new characters here. It looks very much like Boba Fett.
And how sick is this fight? Like, this is just one of those classic video game fights where it's like you have no chance of winning, but like you feel desperate right now. And nowadays this is kind of a little overdone, and we're familiar with this trope. But this is one of the first games I remember, at least, that did this.
And I love the music and everything, and
it's just fucking great. Very Shovel Knight-esque.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Ego Raptor's sequelitis video?
No, not for this. Oh, for Mega Man I have.
Yeah, it was this one.
Oh,
okay. Mega Man X. Yeah. One of my favorite internet videos of all time. It's so good. It kind of just breaks down why this game is so good. And it really makes you appreciate it from a completely different angle.
Yeah, this music's awesome. Oh, yeah. And this is Zero. And Inafune explained that Zero was actually designed to be the hero in X, and then... So Zero was originally supposed to be kind of the protagonist, and he ends up not being.
Again, though, it's like, all right, how do we make Mega Man cooler? Let's throw an X after his name. How do we make that even fucking cool? How do you make you want to be someone else? Call him fucking Zero and give him a badass fucking hair coming out of his helmet and shit.
He's basically
so cool.
He's like the Proto-Man.
He's the fucking White Ranger compared to your Red Ranger. You thought the Red Ranger was who you wanted to be, and then all of a sudden Tommy comes along. Come on.
So we're getting kind of through this intro sequence, and I think the intro sequence is clever just because it kind of teaches you the mechanics of the game, so you don't have to really deal with that. And then the stages are kind of a little bit more difficult, I think, in X because they expect that you know a little bit more. The funny thing about Mega Man X to me is that Mega Man X came out before Mega Man 6 came out in the States. So people got a taste of this before they got their full taste of the classic series in 8-bit form. So yeah, here we are. This is Boomer Quanger, by the way. We're gonna go.
All right, hold on. Before we go, let's look at
This
these
is
guys.
Launch Octopus.
Launch Octopus.
I think you can select these.
Not the coolest.
So this is
of
Storm
names.
Eagle. This is Armored Armadillo. This is Launch Octopus.
Nick, can we just appreciate this?
Chill Penguin. Flame Mammoth.
Flame Mammoth.
Boomer Quanger. Sting Chameleon. And Spark Mandrill.
Damn, they look fucking dope.
And I always like this. I didn't realize this until I was older that you could use this as spec. You can see their stages by selecting that, and then you can actually go to map and see like where they
that's
are
cool.
in the area.
In the world.
So we're gonna go to Chill
Storm
Penguin.
Eagle looks sick as fuck.
We're gonna
So
go
Chill
Penguin
Penguin,
first.
again, how did you know to go with him first? It's just one of those things.
It's just one of those
that's
things you
just
figure it out.
trial and error?
You start fighting different enemies, and it makes sense. And then you jump in, and it makes a little more sense from there. I think you go to Storm Eagle, and then you go to Flame Mammoth, if I remember correctly.
Well, so back in the classic series, you were saying that it makes somewhat sense.
Sometimes it does. In the first one, it definitely makes more sense than in all the other ones, I think.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it is a rock paper scissors thing.
Uh-huh.
In the first one, you fight with Bomb Man. Bomb you use against Rock. Rock you use against Scissors. Cut Man. Cut Man you use against electricity, like cut his wires. The wires are used. Electricity is used to melt the ice, which is Iceman, and then the ice is used to quelch the fire, which is Fireman.
In
and
this
that makes
game,
sense.
it's the penguin that chills the Karanger.
Yeah, something of
Who
that
booms
nature.
the mandrill.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
A little less sensical in this. It makes sense sometimes. Like in Mega Man 2, you use the metal blades on basically everyone, but like metal blades work on Woodman, for instance. That makes some
in
sense.
real life, metal blades do work on a lot of things.
That's true. That's a good point. And then when you get away from like kind of the traditional enemies, it does start to make a little less sense because like what are you supposed to like magnet's good against, hard
Science, really.
and yeah, exactly.
Science
I remember
not
this.
happy.
I remember this for some reason. Like it keeps respawning.
The wall jump mechanic is so awesome.
It is. It's different, and it
feels
gets rid of
right.
it gets rid of the need of having a guy like Rush.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a clever.
R.I.P. Rush. Does Rush ever come in the X series?
No.
There's no like Rush X.
No. Sigma has his own dog. But as far as I remember, no, I don't remember.
So
that
when
being-
does like
But I'm not,
bass get involved?
Bass and treble are in the classic series. They're in Mega Man and Bass is the game that they're introduced in, which everyone used to call Mega Man 9 until Mega Man 9 came out, and that was a like a very late Super Famicom game that was released on GBA later, and that's when we first got it.
So
this
really? So Mega Man Bass was first on NES?
Super
Or
Nintendo,
Famicom?
Super Famicom. It was
Super.
very, but it was
Okay,
very
okay,
late.
okay.
I think it came out in like '98. And there's even some boss crossover. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. There's even some boss crossover in the game where, who like Tengu Man is in Mega Man 8 and Rockman and Bass as well.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, you find these. This is the only one you find like out in the open. But Dr. Light leaves all these portals all over the place in many different stages to upgrade your character, and he's going to upgrade your boots, I think, here.
Some Zordon shit.
But like you have to actually search for all the other upgrades. You can even find an upgrade that lets you shoot a Hadouken, like Ryu.
That's fucking awesome. And you can Shoryuken too, right?
Dragon Punch. I don't know if it's in this one. I don't remember.
I've seen it somewhere.
It's possible. I haven't played these games in a long time.
Yeah.
The last time I played any of the X games, literally any of them, was when I was in college. Mega Man X Collection came to PS2 when I was a junior in college, I think, and I bought it and played them all. And I wrote the strategy guide for IGN. But anyway, so there's more than ever, a lot of backtracking in Mega Man X. Because you're not going to have everything you need. So using this is cool. You can use A to like spread around like this, and then if you can combine it with your jump, you can jump really far.
Oh shit.
And that's like one of the really big tricks in the game. So you can like jump like crazy. You don't have to do that here, but you can do it wherever you want.
Reminds me of Crash Bandicoot when you use the R1 jump. I don't know what it's called. Oh shit.
So these
what
guys
are
are-
those, what are they called?
I don't know what these guys are called, but it's obviously a little ode to Metal Man, I would say, for Mega Man 2.
I'm gonna call them Obo the Ostrich.
That's probably close to what it's actually named.
Yeah. No, actually we know. In this game they don't just give them names. They give them like badass adjectives. So how about like Rad Ostrich?
Rad
That
Ostrich.
sounds like a fucking.
Only the
big
Mavericks
badass
have that though.
Oh, okay.
And so here you can do a little thing. Let's see if I can remember how to do it.
So are the Mavericks kind of like in Metal Gear Solid, the teams of bad guys?
Yeah, they're the robot masters.
Like Foxhound?
They're just a little more autonomous than the robot masters were. Like Sigma himself is, a Maverick, and Mega Man and Zero are Maverick, what they call Maverick Hunters. So what you basically want to do up here, and I don't have the weapon yet. I think you need Flame Mammoth's weapon. You can use them on these these little like huts.
Yeah.
And then I think underneath one of them is like a heart that will give you more life permanently. So you can see that like my life meter is very short. When I get the Chill Penguin, you'll see that his is much bigger. But as you find those hearts, his is much. I mean, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. He's a chill penguin.
He is a Chill Penguin. So we're gonna.
He's a very Metal Slug.
The graphical style is just very much of that era, right?
Well, I mean
this is a little older.
Oh shit! Sock 'em, bop 'em, robots.
Destroy that sumbitch.
Yeah.
And then this is a place where it just makes you abandon them.
Yeah, that sucks. Video games.
Just kick jump up here, and then again, we were just up there, but you can just go this way as well if you use this. If you use the super jump, which is something. So it's really funny. It's a roll. Like this is a real interesting way to play because a lot of people can't do the super jump. It's just a roll. Like. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's a natural motion
Advanced
for me.
technique.
So we're gonna keep going. There's guys around here.
I love the sound effects too for like the charge shot.
And the cool thing too. So this. Oh, I just jumped right into that. The one of the cool things I like. Geez, I'm getting my ass beat. That I really like about X2 is that you don't find E-tanks. You find things called sub-tanks instead. And the sub-tanks can be filled up like endlessly. So when you have, instead of finding an E-tank and you use it once and it's gone, you find a sub-tank and then you can fill it up with energy you find. So if your energy is full, then it just adds to the sub-tank.
Cool.
The one thing I didn't like about this is that the ground isn't slippery, which doesn't really make sense.
That makes no sense. So Maverick Hunter was the PSP remake of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It was kind of in a more PSP style. Right?
Yeah, and it was, I don't remember this fight, really, how to do this fight. I think he like slides across and he hangs on that thing. Yeah.
Shit. Oh man, I thought he was chill. He doesn't seem so chill right now. He looks like kind of a dick.
Oh yeah, then he freezes you and then he knocks you into those fucking
Do you think they originally called him Dick Penguin, but then someone got mad and was like, we can't call him Dick Penguin?
Let's see if we can, yeah, there we go, that's what I remember.
All right.
Sorry, I'm concentrating.
That's cool.
No, I do not think that they called him Dick Penguin, to answer your question.
Oh shit. I like his ice penguins though. His little minions.
Oh, he's gonna jump up here. Oh no, I lucked out. So there is a way to make him not like, and the enemy designs are really actually quite clever. Well, he'll jump up and try to get you. This should do it. So that's Chill Penguin.
I love it when bad guys explode.
Should we do one more?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Why the fuck not?
I think we go to Storm Eagle next.
Good. Okay, definitely. We're gonna go to Storm Eagle.
So we get, just like in any classic Mega Man game, you're gonna get his weapon. And we go from here. So little screen showing you what you got. Shotgun ice.
Shotgun ice.
And they'll show you how it kind of looks here.
Fucking cool.
All right, so Chill Penguin's gone, but as you can see, he's only like blacked out here. You could go back to his stage at any time, and you're going to once you get Flame Mammoth's weapon. I feel like is it Flame Mammoth?
Is the game designed around that then? So when you're saying backtracking, you're not even just talking about backtracking within the level you're playing. You're talking about you get more powers, then go back. That's
right.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go to Storm Eagle, but I feel like we might have got. I feel like I might have the order wrong in my head, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna explore another stage, see what happens. We're only gonna play for a few more minutes. Storm Eagle's awesome.
Yeah. Holy crap, he looks awesome.
These sprites are so much bigger and so much more detailed, obviously, on the Super Nintendo than they were on the NES. And the stages, too. This stage is really dynamic. There's a lot of shit to find in this stage, actually.
This song is awesome.
And this part reminds me very much of, this is kind of an ode, in my opinion, to kind of Crash Man stage in Mega Man 2, which we, yeah. And these are, yeah, I can destroy these with the, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
So we'll ride these back around. The background's awesome, too. He's in an airport, which is kind of cool.
That is a very Storm Eagle thing to do.
And these guys will just grab you and you...
Oh, and fuck your day.
Yeah, so you just got to be careful.
So you obviously love the classic Mega Man games, and I'm sure you love these too, but
how
do they stack up against each other?
I think the classic games are better. I think they're just more ingenious, I think. I like the X games. I remember very clearly getting this game, very clearly. It came out, I think, very early in '94 in the States, and I remember getting it, and I loved it. And again, it was before Mega Man 6 even came out here. So I went back and played. You get a little bit of taste of both, and some people, I think, in hindsight, really love this game maybe more than the classic games, but I don't really believe that they're better than the classic games by any stretch of the imagination. I think they're good. Ooh, bad slowdown. But I you know, the X series I think falls off a cliff, like later on, like maybe X5, X6, but.
So I know everyone loves 1, everyone loves 2, everyone loves 3.
3 is awesome. Yeah,
And
the first 3 are great.
4
4 is okay. 4 is when it kind of they aren't as good anymore. That was the first one on PS1. I think it was also on Saturn.
Yeah, it was.
And that's when it kind of loses its luster a little bit. There's nothing down there. Okay.
Jesus
But
Christ.
they get a little crazy later on, and they have never revisited. I think X8 was the last one. I'm really interested to see. I would love for them to get a game that ties these two together. Like when does Light like bury X and all that kind of stuff. Like I think that would be interesting. You know, like why does he do it? And like is it like the crossover game basically? I think it'd be awesome. You know.
What would they even call that?
I don't know.
Mega Man Cross X?
Could be.
I like that.
Like there's definitely something missing between those two series that I think people, fans would I think appreciate.
It's like a Mega Man Generations. It's like Sonic, but hopefully better. Although Generations was not bad.
So we're moving, we're going. Let's see.
See, the Genesis just couldn't do music like this.
The Genesis didn't have. The Genesis had
The
its,
sound
had its
chips.
moments.
No, it did, but I'm saying like just like the actual quality of the sound.
We're moving, we're going. Now you can do
Some crazy shit here. You were doing it. You were doing exactly what I would think.
It's
in my
funny
head.
because I'm just thinking about like how this is kind of like muscle memory.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and you just get a little extra life. Oop. He's a little slower, which I don't really like. And you gotta, here I think you have to, this guy obviously is gonna respawn, but I think you have to do like kind of one of,
The old
one of these.
damn. You're maneuvering. Uh-oh. Look at the sky.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you should be
Those
like,
clouds are spinning real fast.
shit's getting hectic. And I love the dash. Like this kind of replaces the slide mechanic. So it's cool, but I like that you don't necessarily start with it. And obviously you're gonna find a helmet, you're gonna find armor, you're gonna find a powerful Mega Buster, you're gonna find heart containers. There's a lot to find. There's a lot of backtracking and non-linearity introduced in this game, which I think is much needed. Because it wasn't until Mega Man 4 that you could even go back to stages you beat, and there really wasn't any reason to go back to them unless you wanted E-tanks or to find a few secrets or whatever. But in 5 and 6 to find the little name coins and stuff that we were showing in our stream of the games. Little Bubble Man section.
Whoa. Oop. What's going on here?
So this is like a plane we're gonna climb down and fight Storm Eagle here. Go through this.
Was this the first time ever that a boss was you go through the left door?
Through the left. That's a good question. It might be. Yeah, it might be. It's not the first one that had the like kind of a verticality. All of the ones in 1 were really weird too. Mega Man 1.
Oh man, Storm Eagle's probably pissed
And
off.
he can push you like off the stage. I'm trying to remember how to fight him.
Damn. Nick.
Oh, it's glorious. Storm Eagle.
I want to see. I don't remember if he's the right. If this is his weakness. I think I might have the wrong guy. Oop, I forgot about this.
So the game works the same as the classic, where
okay.
you shift through your different weapons and stuff by pressing start and going.
Right, you can use the triggers too, but I'm just afraid to use them on this Wii
On the Wii.
pad. So let's see. I don't know. I think I can actually do more damage by just.
Okay, what's weak against storms? Frogs? No, not frogs. You know what happens to frogs when they get hit by lightning, right, Nick? Exactly.
He's gonna kill me.
Because every line in that movie was dumb. Except for the ones that were wrong.
All of those specifically. Oh, Storm Eagle. Stop storming. We saw an eagle yesterday.
Did you?
Well, we saw something. It was like, it might have been a falcon, but he was really fucking majestic. I actually got kind of scared walking to my car. Because if he came down and started fucking pecking at me, it would have been done. I don't have my ice shotgun.
Forgot. should be the end.
Bam! Storm Eagle.
Storm Eagle
blowing
done.
up like a punk.
So those are the first 2 levels that, well, plus the intro level of Mega
Uh-huh.
Man X. And it's a game I highly recommend. People can play it in all sorts of different ways. You have your Super Nintendo, you can still play it there. You can play it on PS2 in the Mega Man X collection.
Yeah.
You can play it on
Although,
Wii.
if you play it on PS2, the controls are all dumb.
Are they? On
Yeah.
X collection?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the GameCube version of Mega Man collection being fucked up.
I'm pretty sure it's also the PS2 of X.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while.
I might
It's
be
been
wrong about that,
10
but I
years. It's been about
remember
10
I
years.
remember buying it, and that's when I was like, I can't even, because like the jump was on the wrong thing and you couldn't change it.
But
Yeah,
that's Mega Man
cool.
X. So yeah, play it. Yeah, if you want to play on PS2 with those caveats, and then you can get it on Wii and Wii U and Virtual Console, and maybe even DS, 3D or 3DS. I don't know for sure, but there's a lot of different ways for you guys to play it. And I recommend you do. It's a fun game. It's an exciting game. So thank you for tuning in. We hope you had fun. Tim, thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
hanging out with me here to
Yes.
play Mega Man X. We'll see you next time on kind of
This guy above Storm Eagle.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Is that?
That's Armored Armadillo.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought he was a wombat.
No, this is Armored Armadillo. Height 6.36 feet.
Damn.
510 pounds.
Holy crap. That's a big old armadillo.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.